some legislators in the United States are really chomping at the bit to be suggestive of, following on from what we've seen in other tensions around the world, that a Taiwan invasion is imminent, that there's going to be some kind of kinetic activity with imminence?
Well, we'll have to see, specifically what President Xi said at this stage. It's a little bit early to say. If he, offered some kind of reassurance that China has no plans to use military force against Taiwan, that would be a welcome statement. But I'm sure from Beijing's perspective, they will not take the potential use of military force off the table, because this has been their position in the past. But still, depending on exactly what President Xi said, this should be a statement that would be welcomed. But regardless of, the fundamentals of the relationship aren't going to change. So this is an important point to keep in mind about this particular summit meeting. The two countries are in a very competitive relationship. The United States views China as a strategic rival. China views the U.S. as having hostile intent toward China and trying to hold back China's development. That particular dynamic isn't really going to change. I would argue then that the main point of this meeting is to make sure that somewhat dangerous dimension of the dynamic doesn't spill over into confrontation. Because if you look at the last year, the tensions have run quite high, and there's a lot of military activity in the South China Seas, these concerns over Taiwan. There is a worry that the tensions could spill over into something that neither side wants to see. And that's really the purpose of this meeting.
Exactly, especially with what we've seen in the Philippines and everything else as well. But I've got to ask you, because the timing of this meeting is also important, because realistically we're heading into a presidential cycle. We have a very interesting dynamic when it does come to pretty much bipartisan support against China in a lot of different areas, be it technology, be it their economic rise even further. You just have to look at what, Congressman Gallagher has done in terms of that CCP committee. So in so much as we can take away from this meeting, and I suppose the path forward to improving the relationship, is it going to be realistically plausible, considering there's no guarantee that the Biden administration is going to be having, authority over the next term of politics in the United States?
Well, I would, make these points in response to that. So the first is that, a skeptic might say that the sole purpose of the two governments is to make sure they just have a happy meeting in California. And once that's over, we go back to the way things were before.
Hi, I'm Emily Tan, and thanks for watching CNBC. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more. Thanks for watching.